Every relationship begins with hope, doesn't it? Two people, drawn together by chemistry and promise, stepping into a world of shared dreams. But as time goes on, love reveals its deeper layers: honesty, respect, vulnerability. And sometimes, what's revealed isn't love at all, it's a lesson. Today, we're exploring a difficult truth: the things you should never forgive in a relationship, and why. Now, this isn't about bitterness or hate. It's about boundaries, dignity, and understanding the critical difference between forgiveness and self-respect. Because not everything that's broken is meant to be repaired. Let's start with the foundation of it all: the betrayal of trust. Trust is built slowly, through countless small acts of honesty and consistency. But when it's shattered through lies, deceit, or manipulation, the entire landscape of the relationship changes. When someone lies to you, they're not just hiding the truth. They're making a conscious decision that their own comfort is more important than your peace of mind. And when that happens, love loses its anchor. You can forgive to release your own anger, but trying to rebuild with someone who broke your trust without taking full accountability is like planting seeds in poisoned soil. Nothing truly healthy can grow there again. Next, let's talk about disrespect. Love simply cannot survive where respect has died. It's not always a loud, dramatic fight. Sometimes it's in the small, dismissive gestures. A sarcastic remark that stings. A public joke made at your expense. Those subtle moments that are designed to make you feel smaller, unheard, or unseen. If you continuously forgive disrespect, it becomes permission. You're effectively teaching the other person that your dignity is optional. And once that boundary fades, you'll find yourself apologizing just to keep the peace. Love without respect isn't love. It's control disguised as affection. One of the most dangerous forms of betrayal is emotional manipulation. It's quiet, it's invisible, a psychological game that leaves you questioning your own reality. This is what people mean when they talk about gaslighting. It's when you express your pain, and they twist your words until you start wondering, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm just too sensitive. Let me be clear, you're not. You're being made to doubt your own truth. Never forgive manipulation that steals your confidence and rewrites your memory. Because once you stop trusting your own inner voice, you lose the ability to protect yourself. Another major red flag is conditional love. Real love is not a transaction. But sometimes, affection becomes leverage, a tool used to get obedience. You'll hear phrases like, "If you really loved me, you'd do this." That isn't love, it's a negotiation. That's control wearing the mask of care. The moment someone uses love as a weapon, the relationship stops being a partnership and becomes a power struggle. Forgiving that pattern doesn't fix it, it only feeds it. Love should never require you to shrink yourself just to feel accepted. Of course, we have to talk about infidelity. Cheating isn't just a physical betrayal, it's profound emotional abandonment. It's the quiet months of distance, the secrets, the constant pretending. When someone cheats, they are choosing external validation over the loyalty they promised you. They don't just make a mistake, they make a series of conscious decisions. And even if they apologize, the truth remains. Infidelity changes everything. It rewrites your shared memories. You'll never hear the words "I love you" the same way again. You can forgive for your own peace of mind, but choosing to stay often means choosing to live in a state of permanent doubt. And that doubt will slowly destroy what's left of the love from the inside. This brings us to humiliation. No partner should ever make you feel small. Yet sometimes, love can turn into ridicule, privately or publicly. Jokes that cut far too deep. arguments that turn needlessly cruel. Humiliation is not just anger, it's a declaration of power. It's a moment where someone is essentially saying, I can hurt you, and I know you'll still stay. Never forgive that, because the entire purpose of a loving partnership is to protect each other's dignity, not to be the one destroying it. Psychologist John Gottman identifies contempt as the single biggest predictor of relationship failure. Contempt isn't just disagreement, it's disgust. It's when one partner begins to look down on the other. It sounds like, you'll never understand, or you always mess things up. You see it in the eye rolls, the hardened voice, and the closed-off heart. Once contempt enters the dynamic, intimacy dies. You can't repair love in an atmosphere of disdain. Forgiving it without seeing profound, lasting change is like watering a dead plant. It's a waste of your energy. Sometimes, the deepest wounds aren't caused by outright cruelty, but by silence. This is emotional neglect. It's when she stops caring about your feelings. She stops asking how your day was. Your presence becomes a routine, not a connection. That silence can break you, slowly and painfully, because love needs attention to stay alive. Forgiving emotional neglect without any real action to fix it means accepting loneliness inside the relationship, and that is a deeper, more profound pain than simply being alone. Closely related to this is a total loss of empathy. Empathy is the soul of love. It's the bridge that connects to hearts. When she stops feeling your pain, when your tears mean nothing to her, the relationship becomes mechanical. Your partners in name, but complete strangers in spirit. You can't teach empathy to someone who actively chooses indifference. Forgive yourself for having cared so much, but don't forgive the absence of compassion. Because a heart that feels nothing for your suffering will never be a safe place for your own. Finally, devaluing your growth. In a healthy relationship, both people grow. They inspire each other. They celebrate each other's progress. But sometimes, one person begins to feel threatened by the other's improvement. Your success, your healing, your newfound confidence. Instead of inspiring her, it unsettles her. She might downplay your goals or create drama to pull you back to where you were. That isn't love. That's fear disguised as intimacy. Forgiving this pattern means choosing stagnation over your own evolution. And the longer you stay, the smaller you'll become to fit her comfort zone. So why are these things so unforgivable? Forgiveness is a noble act. It releases bitterness and sets your own heart free. But forgiveness does not automatically mean reconciliation. You can forgive someone and still walk away. When you forgive actions that repeatedly destroy your peace, you start to confuse compassion with submission. You begin to believe that enduring pain is the ultimate proof of love. It isn't. Love should never cost you your self-respect. The moment it does, it stops being love and starts being dependency. The hardest truth in life is that not everyone we love is meant to stay. Some people are just lessons meant to teach us who we are, what we truly value, and what we must never, ever settle for again. Walking away doesn't mean you stopped loving them. It means you finally started loving yourself. Growth begins when you choose peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, and self-worth over attachment. It begins when you understand that real forgiveness isn't about giving someone else another chance. It's about giving yourself one. You deserve a love that feels safe, a love that listens, respects, and grows with you, a love that doesn't make you constantly question your worth. And when you finally learn what not to forgive, you open the door to a kind of love that never requires you to lose yourself again. Because in the end, the greatest act of love is the one you give back to yourself. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that helps you build a stronger, healthier life. See you in the next one.